No, don't hold the door. Because you're the police doesn't mean you just walk in. You're human beings. Respect another human being. You don't just walk in. How would if I did it to you and came to your home and just walked in?
Well, we got reasonable grounds because we got concerns with us.
No, cut that right now. We're going to do this as men and women right now, not police or authorities. Government has created fraud, created treason. Qualified check. Ask me if I'm okay when you lot let the attackers off the hook. Let criminals off the hook who try to kill me. No, hold on a minute. I'm done. No, I'm done with the authorities. No, I'm done. The courts made a decision that said them lot up there had the right to kill me. No. No. What address? I'm evicted tomorrow. No. I'm dead anyway, because when I'm on the streets tomorrow, I'm going to be in the cold dead. This is how retarded the whole fucking system is. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, because stuff I'm getting really emotional. You know what I mean? Guys, that's the police true nature. And so forth. If you don't comply with them, and so forth, and so forth, doesn't matter if they've wronged you in the past. So forth, right? Of the beast. I mean, like somebody once told me, right, that basically there used to be a time and place in history where somebody would go and rob the public, and then they would then get somebody else who would pay them to take the stuff back to the person. And then that's how the police really got set up. And and that's what we've got now. Paying taxes, and we do see police setting the public up, guys, throwing drugs in and so forth. You know what I mean? Guys, I didn't think I would be able to pull the acting skill off. I mean, so chill. What's wrong? Like talking to you guys, right? This manner, but angry.
But I have proven a point right there, guys. I have proven a point right there. That, I mean, they all are basically that. I mean, and that goes to show, guys, you know what I mean? I do, I don't want to be around people, you know what I mean? To the point, I do not want to be around people. The same as I was in 2017. I didn't want to really be around people. You know, same as in 2015. I didn't want to be around people. You know what I mean? And all that. You know what I mean? And I kept myself away from people and all that and so on. So for how am I going to get rid of these two? As you guys know, I was thinking, how am I going to get rid of these two people? Because I didn't want to engage with them. You know what I mean? So I thought, I'm making it look like I'm getting angry. You know, cause I could see them pulling up, you know, into the door, and I was like, how am I going to get rid of these two? You know what I mean? And I thought, you know what, I'll pretend I'm angry, I'll pretend I'm this, and, you know what I mean, and so forth, because I'm not dealing with the state, I'm not dealing with the system anymore, and so forth, because it's those within the authorities that are all the followers, you know, and I could see it in their eyes, you know what I mean? I was looking into their eyes and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what? You're a lot of just fucking zombies. You're just cult followers. You're just auto followers and all that and so forth. And I want you gone as quick as possible. If I was like, okay, let's talk about it and all that, you know what I mean? Then try to, you know, like next door said, basically, you know, they'll stop talking about it. So everybody they said to me, well, we're not going to solve this problem then, so I'm just going to leave the problem unsolved then. You know what I mean? Because there's an injustice in place and stuff like that, and then people wonder why there's injustice in the world, because we don't want to look at the real issues. So I thought, you know what? I'll go to the door, pretend I'm angry, and it worked. It got rid of them in 2 seconds like that. I got rid of them quickly anyway. You know, I mean, don't be like, oh, when people first watch that video, it'd be like, hello, I've lost connection. I've lost connection, guys. I'm still live, aren't I, with this? Hey guys, I'm on the mic now. I'm on the other mic. Hopefully this mic's been picking me up, guys, as well, because my phone went dead. Yeah. So let me see, guys. Let me go and see. Let me go and stand back over there and see if it picked me up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, pick me up way over there. So nice. Don't have to repeat all that then. Thank God. Yeah, they were flipping annoying. You know what I mean? This is the thing, right? This is what I got to laugh about, right? Which a lot of you won't know. When I was living up in Rodgers Court and so forth, they were mocking me all the fucking time. They were like, oh, this ain't going on, and all that. Despite there'd be things smashed and this, that, and so forth. And they weren't writing it down, they weren't filming it and all of that and so forth. And now they want to know after all of that, you know what I mean? And well, they don't want to know. They just want to keep me controlled, and I'm like, no, I'm not having that. Bugger off. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's interesting, guys. That was you know what I mean? And the thing is, as well, you know what I mean, I'm trying to get stuff here done, guys. I'm trying to get things ready for later. You know what I mean? But they don't want to know. You know what I mean? They don't want to fix the damages they've done or anything like that. They just more on like, hi, how can we help you? You know what I mean? They think they can just spout the they're like a call center. They got like things that they just say, but they don't really mean it. You know what I mean? And And that's why I mean, when you look into the eyes, I mean, I don't care what it is. I look straight into the eyes, and they're just dead inside. And I thought, I'm not speaking to the unconscious now. And like the speakers I've been listening to and so forth warns people that are conscious not to deal with the unconscious. You just put a barrier there, and you just, I mean, you don't, I mean, you get rid of them quickly. You get rid of them. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. Because I'm done with dealing with the unconscious, because that's what they are. They're dead inside. And that's where the damage has come from to what's happened to my life. I've had to deal with so many people unconscious, thinking they know what's going on and stuff like that in my world and so forth. Where I've just been happily just learning web designing, then creating a website, and then while watching people on Twitch, and stuff like that and so forth, and just in TV and all of that so forth. And then when I jumped in and became a live streamer myself and all of that and so on, right? Then I had people, it's like attacking me and all of that because I was doing things differently. And I wouldn't be surprised. They're like, oh, you can't be live streaming from me. Oh, what if this gets a show and so forth? What, me sitting on camera? You only see me on camera playing a fucking game. You know what I mean? They were so fucking paranoid up in that place. It was unbelievable. And they would also go around spread rumours about loads of people. There was a guy named Glyn and so forth. And they tried to say that he was a PDF, and anybody that they felt unsafe with, guys, they would go around and say, oh, you know that one? Yeah. That one's a PDF. Ooh. And really, what it is, they didn't want anybody knowing about their drug operation and stuff like that. And oh, balls. Is that what I think it is? Oh no, that's Dreamweaver. That's okay. I don't mind Dreamweaver coming up. Anyway, but yeah, so they would be like, going around spreading rumors about people that they felt threatened of, right? So they can continue to do the drugs, to continue to sell drugs to children and all of that and so forth. And the thing is, well, a lot of us talk about this child abuse and all of that and so forth, right? But at the same time, how many people that associated, that knows those people that have been partnered with us, actually holding the drug dealers and all of that up to account for the child abuse that all those drug dealers are doing to the kids? And the thing is, there's a lot of the youngsters that are doing drugs that have been partnered with us, which ain't being tackled. Just saying. And yet, I'm the bad one for speaking out against child abuse and stuff. Yeah, make that make sense, guys. Make that make fucking sense. Because I would like to know as well. I mean, if somebody can put that in things, I'll go, oh, right. I mean, I'm still complex. It is very day and so forth. Where these people are like, oh no, it's your fault, because you stayed in your flat and you had certain paraphernalia, like the 9/11 Tower books by Barry Tower, was it Barry something, and you had the 9/11 Commission report book as well, and you had the MI577 report, yeah, MI577 report, and you had in a book on chemtrails, you had this, that, and so forth. Plus, you had the Dr. Judy Wood book, showing the scientific side of 9/11. Plus, you had research on the smart meters. Plus, you had this. Oh, we had to close you down because you were showing intelligence that could threaten the establishment and so forth. And despite we knew you weren't going to do anything and so on, but we couldn't take that risk because we were paranoid, and our masters told us to come and sort you out and then put you through the kangaroo court and destroy your life and make you homeless. Yeah, I mean, that sort of thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm taking the piss, I guess. I mean, even right now, knowing I'm evicted tomorrow, notice how calm and relaxed I really am, and my tone and stuff like that. And I mean, I've been speaking with somebody online this morning as well. Let's see if it comes back up, guys. Let's see if it comes back up. Oh, so I did the wrong one. This one I need now. So let's do this. I bet they've gone back now, showing the thing. Oh, use this, use that, and so on. And I'm like, well, I got rid of you. I mean, I wasn't really angry or nothing, but I got rid of you guys. That's the thing. I said, I don't care you in your uniform. I don't care this. Get gone. I mean, that's the funny part on it. The guys, I mean, I had a laugh at that. Don't they realize that? Don't they flipping realize it's because of morons? And they knew, guys, that was deliberate when I said retards. I mean, there's two meanings. There's one in the everyday use amongst us folk, you know what I mean? And there's another meaning within the legal and all of that and so forth, right? And which normally it repositions the meanings to go elsewhere, right? So I used it. They're gone. Look at that. They're gone. They're not here. Because I know the magic of the words and stuff like that. Where are they? They're gone. They've now got to go and think what next to do. They're not here. They're gone. Because knowing the double meanings, I mean, like the same note, I got the two dictionaries. I got the poetry dictionary, right? And then out in the up by there, because you guys can see my finger. Or is it by here? No, that's not it. I've also got the Black Laws dictionary as well, which gives you the different meanings of the words. You know what I mean? Within the legalese system. Then you've got the Oxford Dictionary, which then shows you a different meaning of the words. You know what I mean? So you got to ask yourself, why do we have so many dictionaries giving different meaning of the same word? So that's why they fool a lot of people thinking it's English when it's a different level of English. They think it's the everyday use of English that we say between family and friends, and when it's not. So I quickly, when I saw him come to the door, and I mean, because the police are so used, you know what I mean? That was like a vampire ritual that was going on there, guys. You know what I mean? Not like when you first let them in, they think, oh, they keep coming in. I did like a willow thing from Buffy the Vampire. I put the, you know what I mean, the warden thing up, sort of thing, you know what I mean? And then you notice Angel and all that couldn't get in and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And you notice, as soon as I went, no, how would you like it if people came into your home and stuff like that and did that? You wouldn't like it. That was me on some level, you could say, spellcasting, like saying, hey, barriers are going up. Yeah, I mean, you can't keep walking into every, being's lives thinking there's not going to be any consequences to you. You know what I mean? Even you in the police have got to respect boundaries and barriers and so forth and everything. You know what I mean? And that is just me entering as yeah, I mean, some experts and some teachers and all that would explain the Christ consciousness. It's like saying, hey, no, boom. Yeah, I mean, you can't just walk in. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, I mean, because a person should have the right to leave the door unlocked without anybody walking in, right? So, and that's why I went to close the door. You know, he knocked once. It wasn't like bang, bang, bang. He just went to do it, and I opened it. Notice that? But yeah, I mean, you can't do, just expect to come in like that. I mean, just to sort the cash out on this guys as well, because maybe a few guys yesterday when I was doing this, the cash and all that and so forth. But we've had a bit of fun today now, we've had a bit of fun. We've had I mean, with the police and all that and so forth. But they so use people in the police forces think that they can just do whatever they want and so forth. And I think I brought up about the government. And stuff like that and so forth. Because normally, if you think about it, they would have police normally raid you in to get backup, and then the person would have been escorted then maybe to a mental health unit or whatever. You know what I mean? Because I was saying things in a certain way, they were gone. I mean, that's why knowledge is power, by learning and so forth, guys. Instead of the idiots that just sort of like turn around to me and say, "Oh, you shouldn't be looking into this. You shouldn't be looking at it." I'm like, no, I'm going to look into this because we need to know. But yet, we have those that are saying, no, you should, because really, in another situation like this, where they've had people on the next day going to be evicted, and they hear that a person going to kill themselves and so forth and all that, there would have been a few units come up, then they would have grabbed that person and just taken them off somewhere and so on. But because now some of us can see through the system and we know how to play it a little bit, and I use the words in a certain way, and I showed my intent. That's the thing. I showed my intent of like, they got to be gone. Well, a lot of people, right? Well, a lot of people don't know how to use, showing the teeth of aggression and intent without being pulled away. But because I was showing like, no, I'm cutting you off, close that door thing and so forth, shows, nah, I just want to go. I just want to go. Can you just fuck off? You know what I mean? But while you see some people, they would sort of like step forward while which looks like the person's being aggressive and so forth, and then that gives them the authorities mindset to be like, oh right, they come in to attack, and then they'll take you away and so forth. But because I stayed still, the only time I looked like I was aggressive going forward when the door was closing. You know what I mean? So that means the barrier was being put up, and that meant they had to go, because the barrier is now up, and they cause an alarm, they causing distress, they causing, that's how it looked on the surface. You know what I mean? So, but could you imagine, if I was doing performing arts still, and I was on stage acting and so forth, guys, and they saw that level of aggression on the surface, which looked like the aggression, they'd probably go, oh, we're going to send him now to a mental health. That's what I got a prop with, you know what I mean? It's got, so yeah. They caused the fucking problems that I've had to fucking clean up over the years. But yeah, people say, no, it's you. And I'm like, no, go fuck yourselves. If I cut my finger, then yeah, that's on me. But if I would have caused all this external mess that I've got to fucking clean up after. I mean, I should charge for maid service. I should. I mean, I should charge for, for being a butler or a maid for cleaning up the police's mess, the court's mess, Richard Wright's mess, Kevin Griffin's mess. You know what I mean? And so many others fucking messes. You know what I mean? But yeah. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for them being stupid, I would still be up in Robert Davis Court. You know what I mean? I would travel down up and now and again and help out down here for my mum and so forth when she was alive. And I mean, and then when she died, the landlord could have sold the place by now. This is how fucking retarded the people I've had to fucking deal with. They don't think logically. They don't think in reasonable things. You know what I mean? So then, sometimes I gotta do stuff where I look like the fucking fool just to get rid of the fuckers.
Hebrews 6. Therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Christ, let us go on unto perfection, not laying again the foundation of repentance from dead works and of faith toward God, of the doctrine of baptisms and of laying on of hands, and of resurrection of the dead and of eternal judgment. And this will we do, if God permit. For it is impossible for those who were once enlightened, and have tasted of the heavenly gift, and were made partakers of the Holy Ghost, and have tasted the good word of God and the powers of the world to come, if they shall fall away, to renew them again unto repentance, seeing they crucify to themselves the Son of God afresh, and put him to an open shame. For the earth which drinketh in the rain that cometh oft upon it, and bringeth forth herbs, meet for them by
Interesting we had a God's message book out, guys. Isn't that interesting? We had a God's message popping up as I'm talking about certain things. That's mental. Well, as you guys notice, I mean, looking from there, I didn't touch it for it to come on. But that's interesting and so forth. Yeah, that is intriguing. And the thing is, as well, guys, I mean, that goes to show I mean, because by me not saying yes or no, I mean, doesn't matter. I mean, they in police uniform. Doesn't matter what I mean. I didn't say yes or no. They asked me, "Are you gonna be a cat?" I didn't even. I mean, they, a decent human being, not, not an auto follower or whatever, right? A decent human being, one of true care and so forth, right? You know what I mean? Well, gone, hold on, mate. You didn't give us an answer. I mean, we should get people out here to try and resolve this problem. By them just walking away, the issue is still unresolved. That's why I call them hypocrites. That's why I call them fake. That's why I call the police liars and so forth. Because, like a few years ago, me and Rob, we were chatting and so forth. The police came out and so on. They said, "Oh, we've had reports that you're suicidal and stuff like that," and and I wasn't. And I said, "But I haven't contracted with you. I haven't this, that, and so forth. You know what I mean? If I want your help, I'll ask for it. Right? That's what I said to them. And notice the terminology I said there. Contracted. As one of the terminologies in that statement. And both of them, they turned around and walked off. They didn't ask questions like, "So how you feeling now?" or nothing like that. They just turned and went. Nothing else was said after that. I turned on to Rob. Do you notice that? And he went, yeah, I didn't notice. You know what I mean? I said, because I said I didn't contract with you and all of that and so forth, I proved right there the police are a business. Nothing more, nothing less. And if you listen to my words, you know, you ignore the acting skills I put on, right? You listen to the words I was using. You know what I mean? I was dealing with them like a business. And I trying to bring them out of that business by me saying, "Hey, we're all men and women here with this, that." And, you listen carefully when you go back. Listen to the beginning. You know what I mean? I'm not dealing with corporations, the dead, the unconscious, and stuff like that. If you genuinely, going to help somebody, you don't do it because it's a job. You do it because you really want to do it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm teaching. And that's what they can't get through their thick heads. I mean, like over the years, right? I've helped people, you know what I mean? And I was not in a job. I just helped, right? Because I want to help. Didn't get paid, nothing like that. You don't expect payment for just helping and all of that. You just did it, right? And you walk away, you know what I mean? Well, some people I know, they do, well, I'll do this job for you, and then, you know what I mean, you owe me a favor. And I'm like, no. What if the person dies the next day still owing that favor? Think about it. So if you're going to do something, you just do it without saying, "Oh, you owe me one for for next time." No, you just do it and move on. And that's what a lot of people notice when I helped move fridges and this, that, and so forth for people that, in the past. Well, my mate Raymond, right, when he was alive, right, he had this fridge freezer, the double stack ones, and he was waiting for people to come and move it for him and stuff like that. And I turned around to him, I can move that on my own. And he said, what? I said, I can move that on my own. So I took it and I carried it into the bottom of, and I went back and he said, oh, thanks for that. I said, you're welcome. You don't have to wait for people. I'll do it for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we went back then to drink coffees and stuff like that, and so forth. And and I saved his life as well, because he had this stinking of coal in his chest, and I was like, oh, that sounds bad. That could kill him. You know what I mean? So I went back to my place, started cooking and stuff like that, and I said to Ray, try this out. You know what I mean? Yeah, it did. He went, whoa, what the frick's in that? You know what I mean? But next day, he was fine. He was able to breathe better and so forth. But yeah, it knocked his. He said, God, this knocked me for 6. Because I put chilies in it, I put Tabasco sauce, I put curry powder, I put a bit of citrus for the vitamin C, this, that, fucking everything in it. You know what I mean? And but the next day he was like, "Whoa, this is what you cooked yesterday," and because it was in front of him as well, because I had some left over. He goes, "This what you gave me yesterday did the job." You know what I mean? And that's why I don't need to go to a doctor, for medicines for colds or anything like that, because I can make the remedies myself. Right? So, and plus I got colloidal silver right for that, which, you can buy it for yourself. Between like £10 to £30, depending on the concentration of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's that works brilliantly for me. And the thing is as well, because I've been taking that, I don't have colds. But anytime you hear me sneeze, when I'm pulling up my nose hairs. You know what I mean? Kind of think of it. Nah, I'm fine today. But anyway, but yeah, that's how you send them packing, guys. Yeah, I mean, that goes to show, right? What we saw with the police today, they're not really there to help people. I mean, the illusion that they're there to help and protect and all of that and so forth. With my circumstances over the years, I mean, all they've done is help the criminal establishment and the criminals within. But let me just check this, guys. Let me just check, see if it comes through. Because I've taken it off the house router, and because I want to see using the data, it comes through. It probably won't come through now. It probably. Hold on. Do you know, though? I'm glad I set this up. I mean, because I've got like a couple of WordPresses all linked up, ready to go and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And these videos are actually live and stuff like that right now. So let me just see. Sleeping. All right, there's that one. Hold on. And the thing is, well, guys, I have warned them. Oh yeah, I have warned them so many times. I will go silent on you, and then when I go silent on you, then that's when the true fun begins. You know what I mean? I've been peaceful, I've been passive, I've kept myself to myself and all of that. I would like it if I did everything to you which has been done to me. No, like it says in the Bible, and also when you're growing up, you hear people saying, you know what I mean, treat others like how you would be treated. So therefore, the way the authorities, the way the system is set up and everything, right? And the way the people behave because they wear a uniform, how would they like it if I went around just like them? Just like the establishment and those in authority. Do you know, there might be some people there, right, are probably going, oh shit, if he's coming to do the same to us, I mean, then I would might go, right, we'll either help him or we're going to have to restrict him. Because a lot of them know that they've done heinous criminal things. And I know that a lot of them have, right? That's the thing. And the thing is, well, I've held Swansea Council to account many times as well. So I got a lot of those in authorities that don't want me to be back on my feet properly. You know what I mean? Because I've got a lot of stuff that will expose them. You know what I mean? That is the reason why they trying so hard to say, no, you got to listen to us. No. And I'm like, no. Time to listen to you guys is over. Time to listen to you guys is done and dusted. All the times when I've listened to you guys, harm has been done to me. You know what I mean? That's the thing. You know what I mean? And then when they see people stepping into their own, you just like, you know what? You know what I mean? You know, they see you and they're like, oh no, we can't have this, we can't do that, because one of the talks I've been listening to this week, and it was talking about the church and stuff like that, and we had a group of people in history that was teaching you don't have to go to a priest to get in connection with the divine and all that and so forth. And the church had to stop that. You know what I mean? They want their priests and all that to be the ones you go to and all that to get in connection with God. But so they had to stop this teaching that you don't need the priest or the church to speak with the divine. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel like which is happening. You know what I mean? Because I've been teaching that really we don't need the police and all that and so forth. We don't need the government. We don't need this, that, and so forth. And I feel like the authorities are trying to squash that. I mean, because if we the people trained ourselves up, you know what I mean, properly, and we come together as a community, you know what I mean, a strong community, you know what I mean, where we properly, you know, protect each other's backs and all that, and you know what I mean, yeah, we will probably argue and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, as long as we got each other's backs, you know what I mean, when we see PDFs, you know what I mean, and certain types of people, you know what I mean, we do not need the police. You know what I mean, we can do it as a community very easily. Because what a lot of us have noticed, when you look at things and so forth properly, the majority of the time, the police get in the way of good people. You know what I mean? They condemn a lot of good people. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? The people that have stood up, you know what I mean, against criminals and this, that, and so forth, but yet the criminal gets off the hook more times than a criminal gets, you know, put into prison. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's why there was a meme going around like years ago. The authorities, the police, the governments and all that don't like the competition. You know what I mean? And those two officers are, you know what I mean, are retarded on so many levels. You know what I mean? Because through it, from the moment of the phone call to them coming out, I haven't gone to the location yet. That I've said I'm going to. You know what I mean, I haven't had time to go. So therefore, by them saying, "Are you okay?" this, that, and so forth, doesn't fucking matter what they think or what answer I give. I mean, I'm still going to go to that location. You know what I mean? And they friggin' stupid on so many levels. They retarded. You know what I mean? When they said, you know, are you okay? And well, I mean, the scenarios that's going to play out and so forth. The answer is not. I'm okay. You know what I mean? Because the situation is because they only come from a business side of it. You know what I mean? You can't say, because I mean I'm being evicted and all that because of hackers and all that. I mean, they don't care. What they're trying to do, they're trying to see about my mental well-being and all of that, so they then can. They've done it for years. Adam's noticed it, Brian's noticed it, Rob's noticed it. They've only been interested to get at my mental well-being and try to destroy it where I don't have the capacity to think and all of that and so forth, and then speak to you guys in a logical and clarity way. You know what I mean? That's all the authorities of Swansea wants, is for me to basically go around, go you know, that sort of thing, you know what I mean? And what you see in the movies, you know, where the person's dressed up weirdly, you know what I mean? You know, the conspiracy type lot, you know what I mean, that you see in movies. They want you to, You know what I mean? To see me like that, you know what I mean? Wearing the weird shit and all of that, you know what I mean? But I won't do that, you know what I mean? You know, I'm in my jumper. It's got the website on. I got this hooked on me, you know what I mean? To go around live streaming and so forth and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because I don't fit the stereotype that you see in the films, you know what I mean? And it bugs the hell out of them. and the thing is, well, I got my paper alongside me, and so which I normally bring here, and I make notes and so forth, and then I'll do sometimes like columns. And I'm like, guys, right, so that doesn't fit, so we'll delete that. Oh, but that does. And it doesn't matter. When I check all sources: mainstream, alternative, independent, guerrilla, military, science. Also I check from like historians and this, that, and so forth. And that's what fucking bugs them like hell, because I'm not one of these people that goes on, grabs something for like 60 seconds and go, oh, it's this. No. They know I take my time. I may take a week, I may take a month, I may take a year. You know what I mean? That's what bugs them, because I'm taking that time to go and check things out. And so they are desperately, you know what I mean? Because when you heard me say, well, it doesn't matter, I'm going to be on the street tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm going to be dead cold. So it doesn't matter you ask me if I'm okay. If I'm going to be dead tomorrow on the streets because of the cold. You know what I mean? I proved right there that they are thick as fuck. The police, people go, oh, these are the, you know what I mean, finest and brightest. When they fucking stupid. I'm surrounded by NP fucking Cs. I'm surrounded by morons, retards. You know what I mean? It's fucking morons and retards that attacked me, that brought me to this fucking location. To be surrounded by more fucking retards. And a person once said, you know what I mean? It's stupid people you gotta watch. When you get a bunch of stupid people together in a thug mentality mindset, you know, I mean, like pitchforks and all of that. I mean, it's not an intelligent person you gotta watch out for, despite, you know, I mean, an intelligent person can work things out and be dangerous as well. But most of the time, it's mob mentality. And yet, I mean, that's why I don't answer notice I didn't answer the question when she said, but you're okay though. I didn't say yes, I didn't say no. Because it doesn't matter anymore. The reality of the situation is not being addressed. And that's what the police don't like. They're like, you know, things will be wrapped in the bow quickly and so forth. And in that moment, I was thinking the time when, you know, I mean, when I got attacked and so forth, I defended myself, and I went to the station, and the officer was just attacking me left, right, and centre, and I was like, oh, I thought you're supposed to ask questions and so forth, and not have a outcome already in your head. I thought you had to look at all the evidence and stuff like that. I mean, cause if they looked at all the evidence, they would have let me go straight off the bat, you know what I mean? But I quickly realized, because of the shows I was doing and stuff like that as well, they didn't give a shit I got attacked. I mean, they just wanted me silent. And that's why I don't answer them when they say to me, you're okay though, and I don't answer it. You know, I was like, you got a cheek to ask me that. You know, that's what's going through my head. I mean, I'm like, you got a cheek to ask me if I'm okay after what the police forces have put me through, and the courts and all that. Nah, go fuck yourselves. You know what I mean? And I did say to Nicola Collins from probation and stuff like that, you know what I mean? There'll be a time I'll probably start winding the fucking police up and all that and so forth. And then whatever happens then, after that, it'll be too late. What comes after that? And guess what? That time has now come. I warned them. Warned them all those years ago. you keep fucking me around, I'll start fucking you around. Because it's not right. Because, again, you know what I mean, that teaching comes in again. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Treat those how you like to be treated. Because they were fucking me around and treating them the same now. They can't have a go at me for that. Because they started it first. And that's what a lot of people don't realize when they new to the situation. You know what I mean? People within the force fucked me around. People within the courts fucked me around. People in Pobble, Gwai/Pobble, fucked me around. People in Rogers Court fucked me around. Despite I was just happily just doing my thing away from people. And now they're wondering why. You know what I mean? Oh, he's now doing these things to us. Hey, you shouldn't have done it to me first. What's the old saying? Karma's a bitch. And that is what they're really scared of. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can see it in their eyes. I'm going to talk to me now, guys. You can see it in their eyes, and from the reports they're reading, it's like, what if he decides to say, you know what, I've had enough of being controlled. That is what they're really scared of. You know what I mean? They don't mind doing the abuse to you. They don't mind doing the attacks to you. They don't mind all of that. But they don't want you to go, you know what if I do it back to you guys? What if all the crap and BS that you've done to the public, you know what I mean, that you've done to us, you know what I mean, the way you've let criminals do shit to us and so forth, and you've let them get away with it and so forth. What if we decide to go, you know what, fuck this control, and we just do things what we want to do? You know what I mean? Despite the government course, no, you can't do that. You've noticed that with the essential and non-essential thing that's been playing its role and so forth. And I mean, and we've seen a lot of that where governments have said, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that," and a lot of people have just gone along with like saying, "Okay, we can't do that no more." Well, some of us have got, "No, I'm still going to do what I want to do. I'm still going to do this," and we get reprimanded for it. We still think. I mean, and the things we do that we get reprimanded for doesn't harm anybody. And that's the thing. You know what I mean, I got reprimanded for holding a door between me and a criminal that tried to kill me and my mate. Yeah, holding a door between so nobody gets injured, nobody gets harmed. So I got criminalized for keeping everyone safe. Make that make sense, guys. Is it because the authorities love going on, committing violence and sending people to war to die and all of that, and bloodshed and this, that, and so forth? bet you they haven't even seen what's on the side of their police station yet. How stupid they fucking are. Yeah, there's something on the side of the police station that, you know, I mean, I've done my walks a few times, and I've gone, wait, that's still there. Wait, what? And I'm like, what's Ulysse? Yeah, because it says Ulysse. I mean, if I was going to do it, I would have put, I mean, and the lettering is too small. Well, if I was going to do it, right, I would make sure the lettering is about 1 meter high, right? Each letter, boom, 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 boom. So people would be like, oh, what's that? But the person's done it. I would say, I'll show you the pencil, guys. There's the pencil. I say from there, it looked like from there to about there, right? And yeah, it's not very big. and it says Ulysse, yeah, I mean, but to spell police or shit lice, is POLICE. You know? But no, I mean, it's Ulysse, or then again, maybe the person's saying, "Oh, lice." These people are actually lice. Oh, lice. Oh, lice. Oh, lice cult. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm all it, but I mean, so forth. But you never know. These are the lice of the community, or some people actually say is a standing army, and so forth. But yeah, I'm gonna have to charge this up. Hold on, let me just do this. Put that in. But yeah, it's, I mean, that camera thing is not coming through though. Don't know why. Do not know why. And I have quite up here, guys. Let me just change it for me. Let me just try and put it to like 1920 or something. 1920 by 1080. Try that. Whoops, what am I doing? Trying to change the code in, but that I could do, but is it coming through? No, it should be like a black box if it's coming through, guys, as well. Right, let's go to the other scene. But yeah. But I'm literally done with all the fucking stupidity that I gotta fucking deal with. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm tired. You know what I mean? I don't mean a tired where you can just fix it by just going to sleep. I mean, my soul is tired of dealing with the unconscious. I'm just sick on dealing with the stupid, the moronic. And they didn't like it that I call them stupid and so forth. Because they've made me to feel like that I shouldn't know what I know. Despite I'm looking in the sciences all the time. I'm looking into philosophy all the time. I'm looking into medical all the time. I'm being learned all the time. You know what I mean? Just finding things to know things. You know what I mean? And yet I'm supposed to listen to those that haven't got a clue. I'm supposed to just listen to other people's opinions that don't even know what went down on October the 1st, 2017. You know what I mean? And they don't want to listen to me what really went on that day. You know what I mean? And because when I actually told them what actually went on on the date in the station, and I asked for paper, and I drew it all out, and I showed them how it all how it happened and so forth. And because they did, you can see in the eyes, they didn't care. I know, cause as I was speaking, they didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to keep speaking out no matter what. That's what concerns them, is me speaking out. I learned something very valuable over the years as well. You know what I mean? The authorities don't want to know the truth, you know what I mean? If it doesn't benefit them. If a lie benefits them, they'll use it. If a truth benefits them, they'll use it, you know what I mean? Well, me, you know what I mean, as my real friends will tell you, I don't care if the truth puts me in a good light or a bad light, as long as it's the truth. And that's what scares the authorities and the establishment. When you get someone of that animal, they're like, oh. And when Rob mentioned that as well, you know what I mean? To them as well. They said, you know what I mean, they asked him, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, it's on the levels of, why are you covering for him? And Rob turned up, no, me and him, we're not cover for each other. We speak the truth. You know what I mean? And if we found out either one is lying, we would drop the other one. And the police like, oh, but what do we know with the animal known as the police? They will lie for each other. You know what I mean? So why do we trust the police and the courts and all that if they are willing to lie? You know what I mean? And I've seen police lying, you know what I mean, in not the Crown Court, the magistrate courts. And I was down there one day, you know what I mean, for my court case, you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, we went there and so forth. They were trying to muck me around. I went, no, I want a decision today. I'm not coming back at all. I wanted to see, so they came back with a decision. We went off and so forth. You know what I mean? Then that evening, I'm sort of like jumped on my Super Nintendo, played games and all that and so forth. But while I was down there, I noticed the 3 police officers from Swansea Police Station. You know what I mean? You know, the one in town, in the middle of town. You know what I mean? All there, preparing to go in, and they were saying to each other, "We gotta get this, our story straight and all of that." And I was like, "Get your story straight. Otherwise, just fucking tell the truth." You know what I mean? You're all gonna have a perception of what happened. You know what I mean? I mean, as long as you say what happened from your own perception, you know what I mean, it should be fine. You know what I mean? But no, they were all there trying to get it all sounding the same, exactly the same. And I thought, nah, that's wrong. You know what I mean? And I wonder, and because they clocked me and they saw me and so forth and everything, and I was like, hold on a minute. You know what I mean? I wonder if that's another reason why I'm getting screwed over all the fucking time with authorities, because I noticed things, I spotted things and stuff like that. And I'm like, I mean, you can't go around, doing that if people think you're supposed to go after criminals and yet you're being a criminal your fucking self. And that's why I speak out, guys, because you know what I mean? Because the police are criminals. And that's why they call shit lice, poo lice. Because they're shitting on everything. Quite for what it is. I mean, they are the shit brigade for the king. And that's why the king has a servant for pooping the scoop. Well, scooping the poop. sorry, I couldn't resist that. I don't know if it still goes on, but can't believe the royals that went through a period of that. But yeah, what a stupid fucking question, by the so-called brightest and finest of the police. You know what I mean? You're okay though, ain't you, and all of that. Part of me, just felt like going dime bar. Or the character, the bloke when he goes, that bloke's a nutter. Oi, nutter. I felt like going, these police are nuts. Oi, nutters. I really felt like doing that. Oh, fuck. They absolutely flipping mental. Oh, yeah, guys, I'm on YouTube. I'm in the home, and because I got my phone here and so forth, and of late, I've been walking around with my phone with the camera on live streaming. I should check my chat in a minute, actually. But yeah, I'm done with all authorities and so forth. You know what I mean? It's a bit fucking late now to do anything as well. I mean, that's the fucking thing. So I'm gonna let my phone restart and so forth, and pop down to the bridge and. Yeah. But they fucking, they're absolutely stupid. And the thing is as well, you see how stupid the police are, right? If you say to them, oh, I'm calm and all of that and so forth, they just go off thinking you're going to be all right. But when a person has made a decision, people are calm. People are very calm in, because they know, right, and I made a decision, now I just got to go and do it. You know what I mean? I've made my decision. That's why I'm calm. That's why I just projected anger despite I wasn't angry. Because I've made my decision. Yeah, and I just showed by using psychology and stuff like that on them that they're not really clever. And there's a report out, and people have talked about it in the alternative media and stuff like that, where they hire police around like 100 IQ, you know what I mean, which isn't the brightest and smartest when you think about it. But anyway, so just enough to to go and do the detaining, but not enough to think past that the system's destroying everybody. But anyway, and that the people in the uniform is actually the problem. But anyway, so I got my trolley here. They're going to go to do a walk in a minute. You know what I mean? But I'm going to make some food as well. I should make some food, actually. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just letting the water warm up. You know, we let the water run. I was just thinking, guys, right? You know, people that jump off bridges, right? And they want to get back to, home to God and so forth. Have you ever thought that they are fans of Quantum Leap? You know what I mean? Maybe the next leap is the leap home. Sorry, right back. I'll be on, guys. I won't be long. Just need to light. That's the thing, guys. You know what I mean? The cooker itself is, well, before I come here, it's a bit of a bugger. You know what I mean? The ignition thing doesn't work and all that. Yes, guys. When you got a sword, you can use it as a walking stick. Oh, that's how he's walking back with his walking stick. Yeah, I got a sword. Actually, I got another walking stick on the bed as well. I got loads of these walking sticks all over the place, and I got another sword as well up in thing. So up in storage. This is the thing. One lie by the ones that attacked me has cost me thousands of pounds as well and stuff like that. And people expect me to be calm and all of that and so forth. Because really, I should be absolutely pissed off, and I should have basically did a lot of things and stuff like that. But I have a rational mindset, and I think of the consequences and stuff like that, while the thugs don't. You know what I mean? And that's why they go and work in the police. Oh, fuck. Anyway. But anyway. There we go, there's the chat. What's the difference between a terrorist and the police? There isn't any. They both destroy homes. Anyway. And I've analysed as well, guys. Despite I've done all the fucking running around and so forth and all of that, well, I was just sat back and done fuck all, right? Yeah. If it had helped, a lot of these situations would not have happened. You know what I mean? The authorities would have never seen me and this, that, and da. But like I said, retards. You know what I mean? But I do just like hold them to account as well. Hold on, why isn't that coming in? But yeah. What I'll do, guys, I'll end the stream here and I'll set up the videos again on the WordPresses I've got while I'm waiting for the food. Because I want to watch something as well before I take a walk. I mean, so you guys take care. You know what I mean? And the thing is, as well, guys, you know what I mean? God up this country, you know, with all those dead weights in the police and all that. Anyway. I know the funny thing about it as well, right? Them two are going to lose their jobs as well. That's the funny thing. They're looking at me like, you know, saying, oh no, let us tell you. And I'm like, no, I know you lot are going to be fucked over big time. And I can't be asked to help them. You know what I mean? And what's one of the things we see for history, guys? Those that betray. Yeah. Because they have betrayed the people, but going along with the certain agendas. Yeah, we might see that a lot of the people in the police get carted off and killed off. Think about that. And a lot of them don't even know it. You know what I mean? So them screwing me over in 217 and 220, they deserved what's coming towards them. And I hope they have their tongues cut out and fed to a beast for all the lies they went with. On that note, take care. Oh, I forgot the phone off to charge. That's why it's quick. Yeah, why? When you think about it. What's going on with this? Oh shit. Why is it still fucking showing? Stop streaming, stop streaming.